Well, whether you are a local or a visitor, a second homeowner, of course, one of a Valley staple to have on your coffee table, and of course, wherever you love to read, is Mount Washington Valley Vibe. And with us now via Zoom is its publisher, Dan Hood. You have the wood stove going, your boots. It's a good winter morning.
This is where it all happens right here. So got to make it good.
Absolutely. So, making it good, you have the latest edition. It's the winter edition, and it's really a nice shot. You have a lot of great art. There you go. A couple of ice climbers on the cover. So, where are they?
This is actually in Crawford Notch towards the Bretton Woods area. And I actually took this photo quite a few years ago, even before Vibe was even a real thing.
Right.
But we have some really amazing visual areas in this valley to shoot from, and this is just one of them. The ice climbing is amazing in the valley. People come from all over the Northeast, so it was time to talk a little ice climbing.
Yeah, well, we're taking a look now at the next generation of ice climbing, the story that's in, again, captivating photos. And this is by Lisa McCoy. A lot of people might know Lisa as sort of the event and marketing person over at Great Glen Trails. So she kind of goes from the cross-country trails to giving a shot of ice climbing. It's a nice read.
Yeah, she dips her boots into everything, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's good to see. And also you have some stuff about some local art, some local beer, and snowmobiling too. So any of those particular articles you want to talk about?
Well, we typically focus on anything outdoors, as you know, but this time around we did go a little heavier on the Nordic scene. There's a really great article in there about the ability to ski from one end of the state to the other. I believe it's Woodsville over to Bethel. It's about 70 miles, and folks from the valley, this group from the valley, decided that they were going to make the trek on skis. And so the article covers the entire trek. It's about 70 miles, and passing over the rail trail, and a lot of different adventures along the way that came up. We also get into a little bit of a Nordic theme where I'm not sure how to
some
say
guy,
Marty,
I don't know.
yeah,
Must
some guy
be,
talked about.
well, no, Marty
when you
was the
go,
cat
like,
up on Mount Washington, so he must have, anyway.
there you go. But sometimes, you want to go cross country skiing. Do you want to go fast today? Do you want to go where it's scenic? Do you want to bring the dog? Today is my dog's birthday.
Happy
Right?
birthday to you.
So,
What's your dog's name?
Moose, and he's actually in the magazine. You can see him too.
Nice.
And so today, guess where we're going? We're going to go
Bear
cross country
Notch.
skiing where I can bring Moose, right?
There you
Bear
go.
Notch.
Bear Notch.
And
Boom.
there are a couple other valley Nordic areas that you can bring your dogs, but Bear Notch is a great place to do it. And so that article focuses on whatever your mood may be. We have a Nordic area for you.
Nice. And also, getting back to the ski across New Hampshire, that was cool. That was via the Cross New Hampshire Adventure Trail, and I noticed that there was that group shot. And if you look close at those skiers, one of them is Marianne Borowski, and she's the one
That's right.
who put together the Cross New Hampshire Adventure Trail.
That's right. That's right. And they have worked with Vibe quite a bit now, and they've been able to put together some great articles. They have a summer article that they did a couple of years ago where they trekked across the state on their bikes. And so now they decided to do it on their skis. And so I'm sure they had a great time. They did that last end of February, I think it was.
Nice. That's a wonderful experience. And also, you frequently sort of delve into skiing history, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we typically have a ski-related article, a history-related article towards the back of the magazine. This time we talk about what it was like in the 30s and 40s. In the Great Glen area, there was actually a winter carnival in the 30s, and so we kind of talked about that. Some great photos that the Auto Road was able to provide. They were able to dig up some really, really good vintage shots. And so these photos are all here, along with the stories about what was going on. There was ski jumping, and it was really neat to see all these old Model Ts and all these old cars that made it up into the notch in the 30s, right? And we're worried about making it, down the road sometimes at 2 inches of snow and it's
Yeah.
like a winter emergency, right?
Yeah,
These
yeah.
guys are driving around in the 30s. Look at that. There must be 100 cars there, right?
Nice,
So
nice.
it's really neat to see. We love that old history. The Valley has plenty of it.
Yeah, nice. And also, you mentioned ski jumping. On Friday, there was the local high school, the Kennett Eagles. They're hosting their annual competition along the Kank, and that's always fun. And this weekend, there's the Winter Carnival up in Gorham area, where they're also doing their Nansen ski jump. To return to that. So, Vibe, where can people get it, Dan?
So my Washington Valley Vibe is available in about 300 areas around the White Mountains, but typically, some of the more frequented restaurants, the Horse Feathers, Delaney's, Flatbreads of the world, a lot of the Valley Originals, most of the Valley Originals carry it. Shaw's, Hannaford, a lot of the lodging properties. If you go online to mwvvibe.com, we have a page that talks about all the different areas in the valley that have it. The magazine's available at the New Hampshire Welcome Centers. So there are plenty of areas, but if you can't find it anywhere, you can always find it online in an electronic edition. It's kind of a page flip idea. It's kind of neat. And you can look through, I think we have the past 7 or 8 copies up there. So if you can't get the actual copy in your hands, you can always find it online. I got to say though, holding one of these is really what people like. It's printed on really good quality paper, and we spent a lot of time making sure that there are plenty of great visuals, and it is 100% advertiser supported. So if you see any of your favorite businesses in there, please drop in and let them know that you saw them and buy it.
Absolutely. Well, Dan Hood, thank you very much. Enjoy your time out in the snow today with Moose at Bear Notch. And encourage people to head on out and pick up a copy of Mount Washington Valley Vibe.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, be well.
Thanks,
Thanks very much for your time again.
Take care. Be well,
All right,
everyone.
there you go. Dan Hood, publisher of Mount Washington Valley Vibe. Going out and get yourself a copy. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, the weather and a look at alpine skiing conditions.